5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
I greet this day with the love in my heart. Welcome to the Ministry of Mind Dynamics. Today the tip of the day is Facets of Memory Part 4. I lost a few days. I was not in the station and was preoccupied. Today I had an opportunity to see you. And today being 9th June 2019, a beautiful day is ahead. Let's make it by contributing something to that to make it so beautiful. Well, the 9th June in 1934, the first appearance of Donald Duck, the cartoon, the second widest cartoon I can say, which has stolen our heart by Walt Disney, was appeared. 9th June 1948, Lallu Prasad Yadav was born in Bihar. We know him as a Chief Minister of Bihar since 1990 to 97 and United Progressive Alliance Minister of Railway, and he did a fantastic job. Yes. 9th June 1949, Kiran Bedi was born in Amritsar, Punjab. She was first woman IPS officer, and you know her, she's a social activist and tennis player, former tennis player and politicians. Currently, she is a Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry. Okay, the 9th June is also considered to be Donald Duck Day. I started with that. And also Abused Women and Children's Awareness Day. Okay, now coming to my subject, Facets of Memory. Before that, let's sacrifice our today for our children's better tomorrow, said Abdul Kalam. Yes, we have to sacrifice our today by giving them right information at the right time with the right people, makes them a jewel of our nation. And what to give, where to give, how to give is a question. Now, my Facets of Memory plays one of the vital role in understanding the inputs of the memory. There are many facets which I am going to discuss in detail, but we have to understand the importance of memory. Without memory, nothing can be done. Without memory, we cannot achieve anything. Memory, as a noun, is usually defined as a capacity of our mind, and it's our faculty of retaining, reviving information, facts, inputs, imprints, etc., or of recalling or recognizing the previous experiences. It's a wonderful aspect. But in my dimension, I say memory is nothing but recalling the right information at the right time. If we don't do that, it won't be called it as a memory. And the memory has a three-part: registering, retaining, and recalling. These are the abilities of our brain. These abilities helps us to store, retain, and reproduce to many information which we want in our life. But we don't pay attention to it. We think we have taken it granted that we are born with a memory. Yes, but we don't know how to manage this memory. Today, in the competitive world, if our children or you and me, if not augmenting our memory, it's difficult to be with the crowd. We'll be outclassed. So memory, we need to understand in such a way, do something every day to practice. Memory can be provided if you do some certain practice. The practices can be writing, reading, recalling information which you read, all that is possible. But as a children, they only focus on their academic pursuit, the lessons, subjects, terminology, all this they want to remember and reproduce it. As a parents, as an adult, as a working class people, employee, or a job seekers or housewife, we tend to want to remember what you want to remember. So why don't you make a classification? That classification, yes, this is what I wanted. This is what my children wanted. This is how I want to help the children. This is what my organization required. If you make a classification, and you will find the way. For example, today I'm happy to meet a student who is writing a competitive exams, and every time when he makes an attempt, he goes up to the nearest and fail miserably. And immediately he gets into a kind of Down syndrome, that depression, that he himself feels that he is incapable of doing such thing. But when he came here today, I have counseled him where are the ways and where are the means that he can improve his memory, boost up his confidence. At the same time, I suggest him to undergo my training. It just takes 10 days, 3 hours a day. Understand the formula of how we register information consciously, how we can retain it for the longer period and recall it at our will. When I gave some demonstration to him, he was convinced, and I felt there's a tears in his eyes. Because this is what he wants it. Many of the people do not know the real facets that we face in memory. So if they understand it, it can be developed to the core and make our life very beautiful. So how to develop? I have given so many techniques being given, and have been given, and it's being processed in your mind whoever watching my videos. But today a special thing is, whatever you want to do constructively and make it a habit. Before go to bed, once you are in the sleeping mode, let us say, try to recall what has happened from the morning till the time you hit the sack. You got up, went to bathroom, had your bath, coming out, having a breakfast, what breakfast you had, what clothes you wear, where did you go, what happened, and what are the incidents which inspired you, what a lesson you learned today, what is that you gave to the world, and what people talked about you. Did you feel happy or sad of whatever act you did? All this can be re-emphasized by recalling our memory day to day. Do this process every day before go to bed. This is one thing. Some of my students say, sir, how I will concentrate on my studies? I'm not able to do. I tell them to do meditation, but many of them don't know how to do that. And they are coming back to me and asking how to do the meditation. So I have a ABCD technique. I already told you. Like go till Z. For example, A, B, you call back B, A, B, C, C, B, A, B, C, D, D, C, B, A, B, C, D, E, E, D, C, B, A, B, C, D, F, F, E, D, C, B, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, like that you'll go up to Z and come back on the same flow, on the same rhythm. I think with a little bit of practice you can do it, so that it will take 3.5 to 4 minutes to practice that. Do something which is related to our brain. Do some work, do calculations, or think about how your friends, their birthdays, mark it with a pen and try to recall them, what is and where it will fall. Okay, do something. And when you read, naturally you can gather so many informations. So reading is the best habit. At the same time, whatever you read should be remembered properly. Okay, do this exercise every day. Last but not the least, as I told you, I'm giving importance to memory. Let's understand the facets. The facets can be remembered past. The facets can be remembered what is present. The facets are, we can think and imagine how our beautiful future will be. So these facets, how we can store it in the latest and the forthcoming videos are going to reveal. Till then, bye for now. May you all be blessed.